Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's quickly see what Bitcoin is up to. Okay, and we can see that Bitcoin is still going strong. It's holding this level around 41,400, 41,700. It's just fluctuating between those ranges. Okay, so now you can see, I mean, if you go to the lower time frames, you can see it was in this. It's in this pattern. I mean, it was doing something like this when we last covered it, and you can see it had a break towards the upside and then a fake out to the downside, and then you saw buyers step in, take the price back again to the upside. This tells you that buyers do have some confidence with Bitcoin at the moment. That's why you see this kind of volatility going on for Bitcoin. Now, if you just take this whole pattern, you could just move it like that and right over. You could still consider this as a symmetrical triangle, but like a bigger one. Or you can just move this and do this really quick. You can also consider this as a ascending triangle, which is a bullish pattern. Okay, it wants to break to the upside actually. Okay, because you can see so much. It's slowly trying to make this lower highs formation. Okay, and it's not making a higher low formation at the moment, but we have more candles that are touching the support line. Look at this. Okay, so many candles over here. So I will consider this as a ascending triangle, and I believe that breakout will happen to the upside, but you never know. If it happens to the downside, we have a technical target. If it happens to the upside, you might as well get to the 42,400 levels. Okay, if it breaks to the downside, then you can just bring this below, and it might just maybe come back to this high. Okay, yeah, exactly at this high. You can see this candle came exactly to this high as well. Okay, so this is the case for the short term. Okay, but I want to show you something in a bigger picture actually. If you go to the daily time frame and you just do this, I'm just going to take these lines off so it's a little bit clearer for you guys. Leave this one on. So if you go to the weekly time frame, okay, and you take a look at the monthly actually, yeah, the monthly, and now look at this movement of Bitcoin. I've showed you this previously. I would just want to, elaborate something. What I feel. If you take this trend line, just draw this trend line right over here actually. Yeah. Okay, this trend line that I talked about maybe about three videos back, and draw it right over here. Okay. Okay, now after drawing this trend line, I want you to see something. Okay, look, this is the weekly time frame, and you can see this whole area was supported by this trend line. Okay, when we fell back over here, it was supported again by this trend line. This whole scenario was a corona dump. Okay, so obviously there was a panic in the market. It broke the trend line, but as soon as the confidence came back, look what happened. As soon as we went above it, price actually took off. Okay, so this trend line, I believe, is the most important trend line. Now look what happened here. We came right over here at the trend line, and then we had a movement to the upside. So I think this is a very significant trend line in the weekly. Let's see in the monthly, even in the monthly time frame, but I think you can see it better in the weekly. Okay, so very significant trend line, and it came right over here at the trend line, and then we had a kind of a reversal, to the upside now. Now, if you take this trend line now, right over here, right over here, I would say. Okay, now this we can make it as a resistance point. Okay, now you might say that now the price is coming out, this is not correct, but look at it from outside of the box kind of scenario where you can see this was a overbought territory, what I would consider. Okay, let's say this never happened. Okay, because we have to look at technical analysis from a very different point of views as well. Let's say this never happened, the price just stuck over here. Okay, and then it when came down, and this is Corona dump, so take this off, and now you can see we had resistance right over here. Okay, and then we had a higher low formed, but then when the price came here, uh, and then did this. Now, if this is a solid support for Bitcoin, which I feel it is, because this whole scenario is telling me that this can be the bottom for Bitcoin. You can actually go up. This can be your next run to the upside, okay? Only if this holds, this solid support holds, okay? Now I can give you some validation points here. Look, when the price came here, okay, we found resistance here, came back down. Then once it broke, came back, this became as support, and then it took off. Okay, same way when it came down, you can clearly see it found some support over here, but after it broke out, rejected, the price came down. So this was a very strong resistance and support for Bitcoin, whichever, if the momentum, whenever you go above this resistance line, you're going towards the overbought territory. Okay, if it gets rejected, that means momentum is not that strong. So that's why you see when it came to this level, it couldn't break it because this has happened before, and people were aware that as soon as you hit this resistance line, we're gonna sell. So this is what happened. Okay, a lot of probably big whales sold at this area, and then they know whether selling sell zone, buy zone. This is how I think Bitcoin is playing at the moment. Let's take these lines off. So I hope this makes sense to you guys because you can clearly see at the moment Bitcoin bounced right from this area, okay? And this makes sense because when Bitcoin came here, it had a little bit of a jump that was due to, let me see if I can bring that on. Okay. That was due to the 55 moving average, okay? That came into play, and you can see right over here, where was the 100 moving average, okay? We are having some resistance from the 55 at the moment, but in the weekly, as soon as we break the 55, 20 will also come in as a resistance, but after we break that, and I think we'll start moving upwards, okay? And let's see what else is there. But yeah, keep an eye on this channel in the weekly because I think this is what it's playing in now. Okay, so this is it. If it and let's go to the daily time frame. Let me see if it wasn't the monthly. Yeah, the monthly. Okay, so even in the monthly, I told you this couple of days back where we can be potentially making this kind of right over here, maybe. Yeah, this bull flag kind of pattern I told you about. And see, even if you take this distance of this W pattern, if it forms, and wherever you break out from, okay, you can see the price is gonna come very close to this resistance level, okay? Even if you consider this as a bull flag, if it creates this kind of pattern, okay, look, like this, okay, in this channel, you can just take this, and say this is the pole. wherever you wanna, and you can see it will come very close to this, aligning with this resistance line. So that can happen if it plays and respects the whole pattern itself, which it is respecting the resistance line and it is respecting the support line. Okay, so just keep an eye on this. And I think this bounce can be that confirmation, that it had in the weekly right over there. This candle over here could be that confirmation. If we start going up from here, then I think this is going to be valid. Okay, but thank you guys for watching my videos. Okay, and if you like this kind of content, kindly like my video so I know I have to make a Bitcoin video. Okay, so that gives me a confirmation. Thank you guys. Subscribe to my channel and comment below if you have any questions. Thank you. Bye bye.